All right. Well, we are back at the Stop and Chat with returning guest, Mr. Ishod Wair is with us again.
He's back.
Yep.
How are you, dude?
Just maintaining, man.
Okay.
Went to the doctors today, so
We actually were just talking about this before the show. You have
some nasal congestion and some ear stuff. Pretty much like some sinus stuff. Supposedly, I have a deviated septum. That's why I sound like this.
Mm-hmm.
And they squirted this stuff up my nose, and my nose has just been running the whole rest of the day. It's so annoying. It's literally been like so annoying.
Why'd they squirt it up? Because see it on an X-ray or something?
Yeah, supposedly my nose was clogged, and he wanted to get up there with a camera, so they like put all this like numbing stuff in these cotton balls, and then stuffed them up my nose.
Oh, God.
So, like stuffed them up there really far. They put some clamp thing and opened my nose all wide, and then stuffed it all the way up there. Left it there for a second, and then he took those out after a minute, and then stuck something up my nose, and then squirted all this stuff up my nose, and I can like taste it in the back of my throat. It's really nasty. And then he stuck a camera up there that felt like he was poking me in the back of the eye.
Oh my gosh, dude.
Tickling your brain.
Yeah, camera with a light, and it felt so weird. And I was just like, And
It's like Total Recall.
It felt so weird.
Did you get to see on the camera, like up your nose, or was he?
No.
Oh no. Would you have liked to see? Because I would have loved to see.
Let me see the clip.
The clip, yeah.
Yeah, I would like to see the footy.
Yeah.
I would be like, yo, like,
Let me post that.
let's see what's going on up there. So is that the thing that's bad? That's what we're trying to come back next week. Film it good.
Right.
Yeah. Supposed to be here.
You gotta come back.
I gotta go back in 2 weeks, and then after my antibiotics and all that.
What a ordeal for just a weekday.
People are probably going through much worse things than I am. It's just I went in because my ear was clogged, and I was hoping that they were gonna say like, oh, like, you got a bunch of earwax in there. Let's get it out. Boom.
Right.
Earwax,
Yeah.
Big piece of earwax out. I'd be like, whoa, can't believe that was in there. You'd be like, yeah, it happens all the time. And then send me home back and being able to hear.
Right.
And that's not what happened. I went in there and they're like, oh yeah, you have a deviated septum. That's why you sound like shit. And
The doctor actually said that.
That's not what he said. It's like, yeah, you have a deviated septum. That's how you sound. Like, that's probably why you sound like congested and stuff. And I'm like, I mean, this is how I always sound.
Yeah, voice for radio.
And then he was like, oh yeah, we gotta figure out what's up with your ear too. So here's some antibiotics. Go pick these up in 2 weeks. If it doesn't get better, we'll go in and like cut your eardrum open or something, and then it'll leak out. Or he said some weird stuff he said something weird, bro. I was like,
I don't think you're supposed to touch the eardrum like at all, right?
Dude.
No.
No.
Let alone cut it open.
It's probably drained something else, but the way he said it, I was like, that's what I have to do if it doesn't drain. So I'm really banking on these antibiotics.
Yeah. I'm rooting for you over here, man. I don't want them touching your nose or your ears.
I wonder if that'll fuck with your balance.
Oh, yeah. Inner ear.
Doesn't look like it. Yeah. He's been skating pretty good. So
Okay. Missing any kick flips lately?
Switch flips.
Oh,
what?
Having a little problem with the switch flips. Maybe I could help you out.
I'm timing on the switch flips has been off like the last couple weeks.
Okay, so somebody's gonna play
Not
you.
that I can't do them, but it's just not.
Oh, okay.
How they usually are. It's
Okay. You're not gonna get a letter.
I actually got a letter like 2 days ago. So that's the main reason why I was like, you know what? This isn't. These aren't working how they're supposed to. Got a letter.
Right.
I was hurt to my core.
Was it? You didn't switch your board setup or anything, did you?
Definitely not.
We had talked about this last time. You have like the symmetrical board and everything, which still.
Yep. Everything is.
Yeah. That's
exactly the same. There's no excuses.
That's the smartest thing.
For
I
why-
wish
for why
I
they're
was
not working.
I wish I could do that. I don't know what.
Let me tell you something, Ishod. I just got a symmetrical board. Listen.
like-
Ever since your episode, I've been thinking about it because you're literally kind of the first person that I've ever talked to that rode a symmetrical board, and this was what 2 years ago or something, at least,
wow.
right? Your episode.
Time
Then
flies.
we were talking to Neen Williams. He rides a symmetrical board, and I'm like, you know what? I got to try this, and so I got a symmetrical board, and I'm going to
It's
set up.
weird for a little bit, right?
Well, I haven't set it up yet, but I'm going to set up a whole Christmas complete and just break it in from day one. I'm
'cause
excited.
At first, when I did it, it was even weird to me because I didn't skate a symmetrical board, but I believed in it. And then once I actually got used to it, I was like, oh, yep. Okay.
That's your shit. Because you don't got to 2 thumbs up. Because you don't got to worry. I mean, literally, you don't have to have your little indicator bolt. You don't have to have your little line in the grip tape. You don't have to have your little cutout of, you know what I mean? Like you just go. You don't know. That's
You just
one
play
less
it how it
thought.
lies. Unless your board is severely beaten from street skating. Otherwise, it's like you just can ride it either way. Because sometimes street skating will really mess your board up, and you really do have to favor a side.
Yeah.
But
Right.
for the most part, you just play how it lies.
If you're skating just a regular board and you chip your nose severely, you're like, God damn. Or you chip your tail, so to speak. Your tail. You're going to ollie off your tail. You're like, oh, fuck. If you have a symmetrical board, just turn it around. Got my tail right there. Brand new tail.
And you can get those at your local skate shop. On realskateboards.com.
Hey, I'm really excited to try this. I'm not excited to get used to it. I'm excited for, 3 weeks from now.
Do you ride a board that's pretty different already? The nose and the tail aren't too far off from each other? Or
I wouldn't say too far off. But, close.
Because when the reason why I thought about it is because the board that I used to ride looked pretty oval in the first place.
Okay.
And I was just like, why not just ride the same thing? It's pretty much there anyway.
So it worked out for you. You didn't have to too much time getting used to, or?
It still took a little bit of time to get used to, and not really paying attention to which side's the nose to the tail or this or that.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Was it weird to get used to the trucks? Or because that's the thing that trips me out is that I skate my board one way. So if I switch it the other way, it turns differently.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah. That never really bothers me too much because my trucks are so loose that it's my trucks aren't tight enough to pull me one way or the other.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
So that actually might be an issue. But if you ride your board not favoring a side either way, it would probably just even itself out by itself.
Yeah.
Chris, what size did you get?
Man, it's this is my Ishod. This is my slappy board. Let's just make this clear. Okay. let's just be clear about this. I ride a 775, right? Street board. 775. I'm good. Regular board. Slappy board. I got an 8.3.
Wow.
149 trucks, whatever that is. I don't know, do your own measurements. Every truck company's different, but so I figure for slappies it's the best because now I could just go and throw down whatever way and not worry about it.
Yeah, whatever you like, whatever you're just trying to catch some rips, just trying to have some fun.
That's it.
The funny thing is that Ishod has dealt with this already, and he doesn't have to deal with it anymore. So he's dude, just figure it out.
He doesn't care. Right.
I don't have. I wish I didn't have the board madness anymore. That's when I wish I didn't have.
Yeah, that's
board
what I'm trying to
madness
avoid.
Oh my god. Actually, over last summer, I went through some serious board madness, and I literally I was convinced that I couldn't skate anymore. No, I'm serious.
What kind of madness? What are you talking about?
I don't know. I just couldn't. I literally just couldn't skate anymore. But what I realized what it was is my bushings were all broken. and I didn't realize. This is like a 2 month. This is like a 2 month thing when I was very sad. I was like, damn, I like literally can't skate anymore, dude. Like, I was telling my friends, I was like, dude, I don't know what it is, dude. I like I can't even tray flip, can't even like kick flip 2 times in a row that they're the same, dude. Like,
and you never thought to check your bushings.
nah.
But you just
my trucks are already pretty loose, so it's like I didn't even think about it. But like, I turned over my board and realized that like my bushings were all 8 and out.
Yeah,
and I switched them out and. Whoop! Right back into the I was like, "Oh, I'm pro."
I'm pro. So that's it. Oh wow! So
but it was crazy, dude. Like I really thought
you lost
that I could not skate anymore. I was like, dude, I don't know what it is. This is like some Space Jam weird shit. Like somebody must have touched my skateboard and like fucked my whole shit up. I literally can't skate anymore. Like I literally like no, all jokes aside, was tripping.
You were tripping
for like 2 months.
Did you try to like change your board or change your shoes, or were you like trying different things to like figure it out? Like what the hell's wrong?
Yeah, and it was the bushings. I changed the bushings and then shit just went right back to normal. I was like, oh, that is just crazy. Look at that.
Yeah.
Like
it was just the regular stock bushings, right?
Yeah, I ride regular stock bushings, but I do weird stuff with my trucks.
Like what?
Yeah, what are we talking about?
So I ride 147s on a 8.3 board, and I ride 2 top bushings.
Oh,
to make it looser,
so that
my truck though.
So that I can tighten my truck all the way down, because like if I put on new trucks, I can't put on new trucks and have the bolt like loose enough for the trucks to be loose enough for me.
Yeah.
Okay.
So when you have 2 top bushings, it brings that like amount of bushing you have like down smaller.
Right.
So I can like screw my bolt all the way on, like turn it all the way, like hella times. And
you must blow through pivot bushings though. Now doing that though, because it changes the geometry of your truck. You basically are now tilting your truck like this. And it's probably not setting the pivot cup right.
Yeah, a little bit. It changed. Yeah, it definitely changes the geometry of the truck a little bit. But I get a little bit of play. So I'll have a little bit of play on my truck like this, and then it'll hit bushing. So it'll be like my truck will be loose enough to where I can turn it, where I'm like, if I'm pushing with 1 foot, I can turn my board when I only have like 1 foot on the board. So if I'm like in a stride of pushing and my foot's up, I can turn my board like this or like this with my other foot. So there'll be play, but like it won't go like as far to just wheel bite, because like then it'll hit the bushing.
It'll hit the bushings.
Okay.
So it'll be loose like this, but then like once it gets to a certain point, it'll be like, and then it'll like be like bushing.
I'm glad I'm talking to you about this right now, because I'm about to set up my symmetrical Christmas complete, and I might try that.
Because I ride pretty loose trucks, and I like there to be some play, but I don't want there to be too much.
You don't want to go day one.
Just throwing washers.
Yeah,
you don't want to go full day one.
Did you learn that from somebody, or is that something you just found on your own?
I would always do like weird little things with my board, and then like I don't know, like it took me a while to like actually figure out. Like I used to ride 2 bottom bushings, but I would keep the bottom washer, the big washer. But then I realized that would get in the way of the way that the truck turns. So then I started using 2 smaller washers, and then that works. And then,
yeah. Trial and error.
Oh, man.
Just like a bunch of, and I ride 3 washers on the inside of every truck.
Wait a minute, 3 washers?
In the inside of every axle. Like for every wheel, I have 3 washers. So my
bolts aren't like.
So my bolt fits flush.
Yeah, you're not exposing the axle.
Yeah, there's been so many times as a kid, my board getting all banged up, and my trucks are good, but that last bolt.
Yeah.
You know what it is about the last one. The last fucking bolt.
Yeah.
It's stripped.
And you can't get it on.
Yeah.
And I've literally like had so many trials and tribulations with just that I was like, I can't do this anymore. Like I'm just gonna ride 3 washers and just be straight.
What do you put? 2 on the inside, 1 on the outside?
I put 3 just on the inside.
Oh, okay.
Just to maximize the width of the truck. Get
a couple little millimeters on there.
Yeah.
So you actually ride a 147.5 maybe.
I'm just trying to.
Did those wheels?
Get those little width.
The trucks are smaller than the board, though, huh?
Yeah.
Brought all the washers.
And the reason for that, there's reasons for that. So
leverage.
I used to ride 149s, and I switched back to 147s because there was this rail against the wall that I wanted to skate in Philly, like literally like 5 years ago, and I switched them just so that my axles wouldn't drag against the wall as I was grinding down the wall. It would just be the board sliding down the wall and the axles wouldn't be touching.
Yes.
I have yet to skate a rail on the wall since I've made this decision. It's absolutely ridiculous. But there's another plus side to it that when your board hangs over your wheels, you can tip your board easier.
True. Yeah.
So like if you're like thinking about like, for instance, at an extreme, if you try to do a pressure flip on a board where the trucks sit inside the board, like the one that I have, like in 8.3 on a 147 trucks, it would be easier to tip the board with a tray flip or a pressure flip with that. But then on the extreme side, if you try to pressure flip on somebody's mega ramp board, it's not happening, bro. Like, nine inch tracks on like
it doesn't trip you out to look. Doesn't trip you out to look down and not see the side of your axle.
Little bolt sticking out,
baby.
Hoverboard.
I'm floating.
That's amazing.
So I'm glad we're talking about this right now. So we got a 8.3. We got 147 Thunders, right? 3 washers.
Hey.
Who are you talking to?
My cat is.
Oh, your cat?
He's messing with something. Hey, stop.
What's the cat? Yeah, what's the cat's name?
He's literally trying to knock something off the counter. Hey, chill up. Bro, stop it. He's tripping.
You just talk to your cat normal? You don't put on a little voice when you talk to your cat? Like, oh, little kitty. Stop that.
If I'm calling his name and I want him and I want to be like, I'm being nice, like, hey, I'll usually talk in a little bit softer of a voice just because like I want him to come over here. Obviously, I'm not going to try to yell at him and get him to come over.
Yeah.
I'm gonna try to be nice a little bit, you know?
Right, like you got a little treat in your hand or something.
Yeah, he'll usually come over. He acts pretty like a dog. And I know a lot of people say that. They're like, oh, my cat acts like a dog. But it's pretty crazy.
Is that the cat that goes after I'm sorry to interrupt. Is that the cat that goes after the bottle caps?
Yeah.
That's like...
He literally will fetch 4 hours and he'll come back panning like a dog after and he just follows me. He follows me around the house anywhere I go. He literally wants any type of food, anything that's food, he wants it. My other cat acts like a cat.
Okay.
This one really acts like a dog. Here, I'll grab it.
Yeah, let's see this guy. Yeah. Look at that dude.
This is him.
What's his name?
Scylla.
What is it?
Long. Scylla. Because he's like a little silhouette at nighttime.
Oh, Scylla. Yeah. Look at those.
Crazy.
Oh, yeah. He's got his hunting eyes on right now, man. They're big, wide.
Yeah, he's really funny.
Yes.
Does he get along with the other cat pretty well?
Yes and no. He kind of like fucks with her because she's older than he is and he's a baby. So he just like, he's just always trying to play with her and she's like not always trying to play.
Right.
She'll like freak out and he'll just be like messing with her. Also, if she like comes up and she's trying to like show me affection, he'll like get her away from me.
Okay.
He's like really
territorial.
He can be. It's crazy. Sometimes I'll like put him away in my room, just like so stop messing with her because he can get pretty annoying.
What's the other cat's name?
Autumn.
Autumn.
It's my little girl.
And Silo. You got children?
Yeah. Yeah, I have cats. Children would be much more work.
Well, you still gotta feed them and clean their shit.
Yeah.
Anyway, so we were talking about the board stuff. So you got an 8.3 reel board. You got 147 trucks with the little 3 washers on the ends of the truck. So maybe it's a 147.5 truck. What size wheels do you ride?
In between 51 and 53, depending on how worn down my wheels are. Because like usually, like people will see me with really worn down wheels, especially like at like a contest or something like that, because I don't want to set up a board and switch my wheel size because that will mess up the timing in which my tail would hit the ground.
Right.
So if I'm like skating my wheels until they're like say 48 millimeters, and then like I have a contest coming up and I'm like, I want new wheels, and I put on 52s, my pop timing is going to be slightly off.
Yeah.
So if I'm like at any event or like something where it's like I need to skate good, I'll probably have the small wheels. I'll probably have the same wheels that I was riding for a really long time because I don't want to mess up the timing of my pop.
Wait a minute. So are you switching the wheels in and out, or are you just kind of putting on the 52s and waiting?
I'll just wait.
You wait
until it like doesn't matter. Like
right.
Like so I just wait till after an event or this or that to put on new wheels.
Yeah. Huh.
'Cause I remember one time I went to a contest and I had new wheels on, and Felipe Gustavo was like, dude, that's so crazy. I've like never seen you with new wheels on. And I was like, oh. I was like, I ride new wheels all the time, but I just don't ride them. I just don't put on new wheels for a contest because I don't want to mess up my timing.
Makes sense.
And it could be a little slippery.
Yeah, that's a big factor. Yeah. They used to like at Tree League and stuff, they used to like put these stickers on the ground too. These big just like sponsored stickers.
Right.
Like literally right where you would land on the big section. And I literally have fallen so many times from just like going to stand up from like being compressed in the ground and then just stand up, and then my wheels just slip out from under me, and I'm like, wow, like I just fell on a nose grind. Like that was so dumb.
That's dangerous.
It's not more dangerous than it's just like annoying because we skateboard, we fall, we know how to fall.
Right.
The fall isn't a problem. I mean, it is, but it is. It's like not like I'm getting hurt from it, but it's just like, all right, like that was
unnecessary.
Yeah. I just slipped in front of 10,000 people. No big deal.
I'd probably rip the sticker off.
Yeah, I mean, there's practice, so that's happening the whole time.
Right.
Like, trying to practice, like, I want to get this trick good so I can do it down the big section. You know? You're like trying to perfect it, and then you don't miss it once, and then you get to the contest and you're like, all right, it's not the semis. I'll keep it chill, and then you like fall on a nose grind, and you're like, what the hell did I keep it chill for? Fell on a nose grind. That was embarrassing.
Right. So it sounds to me like you're pretty, I don't know if picky is the right word, but you're pretty consistent with your board setup. Like you like it a certain way.
Yes.
And if something changes, you're fucked.
It bothers me.
It bothers
me pretty a lot.
Mm-hmm.
Which is interesting because if I skate somebody else's board, the fact that I just know it's someone else's board, I could just skate their board and be like, oh yeah, it doesn't matter. Like, I'll fall on this. It doesn't matter because I don't know this board.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm not pressed on falling on said person's board, or even the fact that it feels weird because I know it's not mine. Yeah. But if my board feels weird, I'm like,
you got a problem.
Yeah.
I'm like, this isn't cool, man. This is not cool. I might focus it.
Oh,
I've been known to focus. I've been known to get pretty mad.
Well, it's funny because like Raj just said, like, give it to a kid, do this, yeah, cool. We do that all the time, right? But sometimes, man, in the heat of the moment, you get so mad, and focusing a board does release that anger, you know.
But he is right. It would be better in the kid's hands, but sometimes.
Yeah. I know.
Sometimes I just gotta get it out.
Sometimes this feels really good.
It does. I mean, listen.
It does, but then you feel like a complete asshole afterwards. Like, God, I could have just gave this to someone.
Yeah, that crosses my mind, but at the same time, like me, just like almost exploding and just like getting all that energy off my back,
right, is
better for me than to just like hold it in and just not get it out, because it's gonna come out eventually.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? May it be the next session or the next session, and the next session is just gonna be me just trying to hold in this. This little,
it's not healthy.
Eye twitch. I like miss the switch flip. Eye twitch. You know? So it's like, be real with myself and be like, yeah, dude, you're pissed the fuck off. Go crazy, bro.
Right. No, I totally get it. You know, I used to focus a lot of boards. I used to have a little temper. Oh my God.
Like, sometimes just in that rage, you're just like so not it.
The drugs are kicking in.
Freaking out right now. Like one time I was at Stoner Park, and I was like socking the fuck at vending machine. Like I freaked out. Like there was like a million kids there. Yeah. I was like, the ground was so slippery, and I like broke my board into a million pieces, and I'm like throwing it like on the way to my car, and then I'm like literally like socking this vending machine, and somebody comes out from the rec center and they say something to me, and I'm just like, I just look like such a crazy person.
Yeah.
Oh, shit. I was mad.
I mean, it happens, you know, it happens. I back both of them. I say give it to a kid, but then, you know, in the heat of the moment, and you could when you do focus a board and you are that heated, you could feel it just releasing through from the top of your head, through the bottom of your foot, through the board. You just feel it go out your body.
I've definitely felt bad and gone back to my car and like given a bunch of stuff away.
Yeah. See,
like, hey guys, I'm not that crazy.
I seriously,
here's some stickers.
I can never break a board. I don't know why. I could put all my effort into smashing a board with my feet, and I can never break it. So I ultimately look like the biggest ass just because I'm like stomping my board and you can't break it.
You've never been that mad.
I guess not.
I've been there. I can't. I'm really bad at breaking a board in the middle.
Yeah.
Oh, you gotta.
I have to break the nose and the tail. Like I can break the nose and the tail and around the trucks, but putting one foot through the middle, it just won't go.
It just bends.
I think it might just be real boards too. They just don't break it in the middle. So don't quote me on that. But it's like, man, I think real boards just like
they just don't break.
Just don't break. No. I just been sitting there, just stomping away. The board looks like it's flexing, warping, just not going. I'm like, wow.
No, it's true though. Sometimes you do. In hindsight, you look back and you're like, man, I must look like a fucking idiot.
You know, like
just totally
having a hissy fit.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah, you can't break the middle, and then you're just like, ugh. You set it up on something.
If you get more mags, you can't break it. If
you set it up on the curb.
Yeah, you set it up on the curb. That's a huge low point. You're like, oh, you gotta set this thing up upside down.
The worst is trying to focus a board than hurting your ankle.
Oh, yeah, I've done that.
I've acted like I haven't done it.
Walk away all normal. Get in your car, you're like,
that's definitely happened where I've like tried to break the nose and like break the nose off and just barely miss the nose with one foot, and it just like the nose just sliding up the inside of your foot.
Ooh, yeah, hits a little ball, little ankle ball.
Yeah, hits that little ball.
Yeah.
and then the second time around you break it, but like your foot is in critical condition. Like it's bad.
Yeah, that's funny, man. I think we get, because we do on the show, we'll get comments like, "Oh, you break a board, blah blah blah." But you know what? Hey, we're skaters, man. We're humans. You know, we get mad.
Yeah.
What are you gonna do?
And
it's not like we're breaking them for fun.
I be popping around to parks too, and I be giving stuff away, but I just don't put it on Instagram because I feel like it doesn't always need to be said. Like, hey, I gave free stuff away today.
Right.
I just like, I'll just have stuff in my car, and I'll be like, hey, like, I'll just be at the park. I'll see people's boards or like their shoes, and I'll be like, hey, like, what size shoe you wear? I'd be like, oh, like 10.5. Like, oh, not say anything. I'll just skate off. Like,
yeah.
Because also it's like
you get the intel.
If I come in and give stuff right away, like, sounds kind of shitty, but sometimes it's like I'm just trying to decompress. I'm just trying to skate and just be in my own head. I'm not like, even though it's nice that if someone was like, oh, thank you, I really appreciate it. Sometimes it's like, I'm just trying to be in my own head. Right. Be like really just like up here. So I'll wait until I'm about to leave to drop stuff off. So I'll be like, hey, like I'm about to leave. I'll go get a box. Coming back real quick. Yeah. Drop stuff off. I'll be like, hey, yo, there's some free shit over here. Hey, like, and then I'll just get on. Like,
it's a legends right there.
Yeah. It's funny. We were out.
They can say anything or do anything. Like, oh, thanks, bro. I just be like,
later. We were talking with P-Rod the other day, or the other week or whatever, and he was saying that, you know, a pet peeve of his, and I relate to him fully, and I think other skaters relate, is when, you know, you're in a session and people try to talk to you. You know, they try to have a full conversation in the middle of a skate session.
We'll stop and chat.
Yeah, and you're like, dude, really? Like, I love talking to you, but I'm trying to trick right here. I'm in the zone.
And I can only imagine, like, P-Rod, the level that he's at.
Oh yeah,
it's like, if you're seeing him try like really basic tricks, it's probably because y'all motherfuckers are distracting him. Like, realistically, if he's really skating, like I seen him the other day, and he's just casually like trying switch flip back tails on the whole entire ledge. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like, bro, like, you're trying to have this full conversation with me here, and I'm literally trying, like, I'm just trying to get my switch flip back tail switch flips out.
Right.
Down, bro. I'm P-Rod. Like, I already got him down, but that's what I'm trying to do. Like, let me Mac, you know?
Yeah. And there's totally a difference of like being in a session, like you and P-Rod, you know, you're probably talking while you guys are skating, whatever. But then there's another element when somebody else just kind of comes in. It's like, hey, P-Rod, hey, Ishod, dude, I really like blah, blah, blah. And then they start talking to you, and you're like, what the fuck? Like, yeah, when you're skating with your boys,
you don't want to just dead what they're talking about, right? Because you're like, bro, like, I really appreciate the love you're showing me and all that, but it's like,
skating's tough as it is.
You see me trying to get Tech-Nar right now. Especially P-Rod. Like, he's trying to get Tech-Nar, and you try to talk to him about forecast.
That's a good video part, dude.
It's a good video part.
It's a good video part. You know? Yeah.
I just watched that the other day, actually.
Yeah, not to disrespect anybody.
Like, I understand what you're talking about.
Right.
But come on, bro. Like,
yeah, skating's tough, man. If it, you know,
I'm trying to knack. No.
You're in the zone, you're in the flow, you're trying to get this. There's a rotation too when you're skating a curb with somebody. Yeah. There's a rhythm, there's a rotation, and then you get thrown out of that rotation, and you're like, all right, I just spent 20 minutes. Now I got to get back into this rotation. I got to get back into the rhythm, you know.
Did I talk to you guys about one of my pet peeves?
What is it?
It bothers me so much when you're skating something that someone else is skating. And for instance, if there's a ledge and the ledge is 20 feet long and someone's skating the ledge but only skating the end of it, and they only wax like 3 feet of the end of the ledge. Okay. Just because that's the section that they're skating. Bothers the fuck out of me. So I'm coming through. I'm grinding this sticky ass ledge. Oh, grinding. Oh, this thing is hard to get through. Oh no! And then you get to the end, and all of a sudden it's just like ice.
Yeah.
What
I
if
want consistency?
What if they wax the whole thing?
You're straight. You can get used to that. I can plan for that.
You can play.
It's like, oh, whoa, the whole entire ledge is waxed. Oh, I get it. I'm going to get into the ledge with my weight not back. I'm going to get it onto it more centered, directly over myself. We're good.
Right.
I don't have to wait. I don't have to worry about as many inconsistencies. That's why I like slick boards also. I think I talked about that a little bit.
Yeah, slick. Another thing that sucks too is when you're skating a ledge and somebody's waxing up like the lip slide, you know, and you're like, really?
Oh, yeah.
Really? You're really going to do that right now?
That's rare. Especially when it's like a manualable obstacle.
Ooh.
That's
like,
dangerous, yeah.
Yeah, it's like now I can't even manly if I wanted to. I probably wasn't going to, but what if I wanted to? You feel me?
You know what's crazy?
Unwritten rules of skateboarding, you know? It's unwritten rules.
You know what's the most awkward thing is when you're skating and someone comes up to you and they ask you to follow them on Instagram.
Oh, that's weird.
That's a really weird conversation, dude. I don't know.
I had a kid pull my phone out of my hand one time.
I just started asking them, like, why? Like, what are you doing on there? Like, literally just like, you want to be real with me, I'm going to be real with you. Like, what? Like, why? Like, I don't know you or anything. Like, realistically.
Yeah.
I don't know who you are. Like,
what are the benefits of following you?
You posting some exciting shit?
Yeah. What is following me or following you gonna do? Like, what are you doing?
Yeah. Why would I be interested? Yeah.
Right.
Sell me.
And it's not even like an asshole way. I just try to like break it down. Like, hey, like, bro, I'm so like, what? What do you expect from me, bro?
Like, be real, bro.
I don't know, like,
hey, because
you were the one that wanted to make it weird by saying that in the first place. So you gonna get a weird answer back.
Right.
Why would I follow you?
Right. And all he wants is bragging.
Like, that's strange.
It is strange,
Hell
but
yeah.
they just want bragging rights for their friends. Got a shot following me.
That is true, but that's putting me in an awkward situation and making me feel like I'm an asshole when, you know what I mean? Like,
Totally.
You know what I mean? Like, so they come up. Is it? We gotta ask the viewers.
Comment.
What
Comment.
do you guys expect? Do you guys ask it based off of the fact that you know that we're not gonna generally be like, nah? Do you go? Is it off just like, well, what fuels this?
Right.
Behavior.
I know. I actually want to know that. I'm like, why? Yeah. Why do you want me to do that?
Because listen,
why are you gonna put me on the spot? Because it's usually like. It's usually in a weird situation, you know what I mean?
Like you're at Ralph's.
Like, just
up in the corner.
Just follow me on Instagram. Just follow me.
Yeah.
Hey, let me see your phone. I'll just put it in.
Dude, that has happened. That's happened to me.
Yeah.
Kids grabbed my phone and typed in his name and pushed follow. And I was like, okay, I guess that just happened.
Because it's like, and then it's like, the fact, like, if I don't want to follow you and then I like unfollow you after the situation, are you gonna think I'm fake because I unfollowed you after? So it's for me. I feel like it's better to just be upfront. Like,
why?
Yeah.
Like what?
Like, are you going to be clogging my feed? That's what I want to know.
I'm not really worried about that. I'm worried more about the relevance of what I'm looking at.
Yeah,
you know what I mean.
It's your time.
Yeah, I mean, sometimes I've actually asked some kids that, and they're like, I mean, I'm just like, I post dope shit. All right, cool. All right, bro. Check it out.
Such a weird thing.
It is such a weird thing.
Like, what? Do you ask your homies that too? Do you go to your homies that are your friends and be like, hey, dude, can you follow me? You're like, what? Who? What type of person do you ask that to? You know what I mean?
It's just strange.
It is a little strange, but there's a lot of strange things in this world. So, you know.
That's true.
Yeah.
It's always Instagram, though. I've never had it happen with Twitter.
We'll just take it in stride, people. We'll just take it.
Note to self, if you don't have a banging Instagram account, don't ask Ishod to follow you.
And if you got a banging account.
Not even
he's going to
that.
find it.
Yeah.
Not even that. It's like, Instagram, you follow things that interest you. So it's like, if anything, it would be better to be like, hey, like, you want to check out my Instagram? Like, I'll just put it in, like, you can follow me or not, like, but you can just check my shit out. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Rather than being like, sealing the deal, be like, boo, 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 follow. Like, yeah, then you follow it. Yep. You know what I mean? It'd be like, hey, I just wanted you to check out some of my clips. Yada, yada, yada. Here's my Instagram. You don't have to follow me or anything, but I just wanted you to check me out. This is my name. Nice to meet you. Boom, boom, boom. I'd be like, hey.
There you go.
Thank you, bro. Like,
it's, that is, because that's happened to me before too, is you check out somebody's clips and you're like, you know what? I'll just give them a follow. Like, cool. Whatever. It's cool.
He was chill. He didn't put no weird energy. He was just saying what's up and wanted to show me some clips. He wasn't on some weird, like, trying to press me.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Just trying to press me, like, hey, let me see your phone. Like, hey.
Let me see your phone. That's even weirder than having somebody follow you.
Dude.
You want to take
like,
possession of my phone?
Lie. Sometimes when people come up to me crazy, it's like, the way that they act and think perplexes me. It's curious to me. So I'll be like, what? He might just go into the web, go into the dark web right here. Just see what's going on with this dude's Instagram, you know what I mean? Start going on his comments, you know what I mean? Like, oh, the homie's commenting, like, oh, the homie's talking shit. Oh, what's it? Oh, friendly banner. Oh, what's up with the homie? Just like, next thing you know, you're like,
dude, I was tripping.
You're just like,
I remember
Instagram.
A while back, I saw that. This just sounds really random, I guess, but when I see it, like, I saw Drake followed you.
Yeah, that's random.
I was like, holy shit, that's dope as fuck. Were you like tripping when you see?
Did he ask you to take his phone? And did he grab your phone and then?
Nah. He just randomly started following me, and then, like, I was just like, that's so random.
That's dope, dude.
Yeah.
Wait, does he like your photos and shit? Or videos?
Occasionally, I'll get a champagne poppy. I don't know if he follows me anymore, though. I'd have to check. But random people be following me that I'm like, oh, that's beast.
Nice. Who else is on that list?
Kyrie follows me.
Kyrie Irving.
Oh wow, that's dope.
Yeah,
dope.
Kyrie's beast.
He skate. I mean, he grew up skating.
Yeah.
So.
And he's got the nicest handles, bro. Like, he's savage.
I've skated with him at the barracks.
Really?
Yeah. Back in the
you played him in a game of skate. You're like, hey, you're nice on the court and all, but like, hey, take a step out of my world. Switch flip.
Yep. No, but it's funny because he literally got to the barracks. They closed it down or whatever. He came with Skull Candy or something like that off season. Didn't stop skating. Didn't even take a break. Was just skating. I mean, he wasn't like, he was like, riding, little skirting off the 3 stair, the old barracks, the old one.
Old one? Was the one that like not
the one with the 2 long ledges, the original one.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Damn, that was a long time ago.
That was a long time ago. It was fun though, man. He was just skating, having a good time, dropping in on the quarter pipes, fucking cruising. I was like, ooh, God, I hope he doesn't slam.
That's scary,
He's got a season coming up.
Did he follow you?
No, he doesn't follow me.
Did you ask him?
Yeah, I tried to grab his phone. Didn't work.
You're like, hey, Kyrie,
throw me a follow. Oh, you got an Android? That's weird.
How do you work this thing?
Who else follows you?
I don't really know like that. I just I seen Drake following me because you know what I mean? Like, if I didn't even see it, somebody would have brought it up.
Right.
Oh yeah.
Like, yeah, that to me.
Oh.
He just took that up to me. Kyrie, I happened to see on my page that he followed me too, which is, I usually don't see when people follow me because if I post something,
it's just
all the likes come in and I can't like see if who's liking me. I'd really have to be monitoring that like pretty heavily. And I don't have like my notifications for Instagram on because when I was younger, I had them on and like years ago, and it would just drain my phone. So I stopped doing that.
Right.
And just being on Instagram that much, seeing like all your activity, everything that's coming, like going on your Instagram. I don't think it's good to be monitoring it that heavily.
Yeah.
So I just turned it off.
Yeah. So there could be a lot of, we'll check later. We'll see. We'll go through your followers and see who's following you. We'll let you know.
Just look at the blue check marks.
Yeah. Blue check mark. You got a blue check mark?
Hell
Yeah, I got a Bluebee.
How do you get that?
I have no idea.
Just popped up one day?
It just popped up one day, yeah. And somebody was like, "How do you get a blue check mark?" And I was like, "What are you talking about?" And like a blue check, and I was like, because when they first started popping up, like I had one, but I didn't know what.
Oh, probably has something to do with your sponsor, man, Nike.
I guess
Nike probably put a good word in for that.
Yeah, I wonder if they could put a good word
like,
in for
hey,
me.
We need to get him the blue check.
Make him legit.
Yeah.
My Instagram name used to just be Ishod, and then they were like, "Yeah, you should like change it to like Ishod Wair, like be more professional, you know." And
Like P-Rod.
yeah, I like it better as Ishod. It was way doper. Should just change it back.
Yeah, why not?
Someone's probably got the name now.
Well, P-Rod,
Buy it from him.
his is P-Rod. Nija's is Nija.
It used to be P-Rod 84.
It
remember
used to
that?
be, yeah. There's ways to get it. I'm sure Nike has some.
Well, maybe his dad has Paul
connections.
Rodriguez.
Oh, could be.
You know?
I don't know. Never even checked to see if he had an Instagram.
Yeah, I didn't think
P-Rod
about-
Senior.
Mine used to just be Ishod for so long. It was so much
I like that.
much iller.
Yeah. I wonder if I could just get Chris.
Rob.
That would be tight, actually.
Just
dude.
Chris?
That'd be fire.
That would be
Like,
tight.
hey,
I would.
Chris.
I should look into that.
You'd be like, "Hey, like follow me on Instagram. My name's Chris. Like, the Chris. Like it's just Chris."
Chris.
When you
Boom.
say something like that, like kind
One
of
and
turns
only.
people's heads. You know?
Yeah.
You're like, what? It's just Chris?
Like somebody out there has that Instagram, Chris.
and they have to be verified, I would assume.
Yo,
Dude, you should look into
I'm
that.
gonna look into that because that'd be fucking. I like that idea, Chris.
At Rob.
Instagram's a crazy place.
It is. Social media is fucking crazy.
Is that what you've been doing skate-wise? Like just pretty much, or like what are you doing nowadays for skating? Are you filming for something or just like, oh, fuck it, just go post some shit?
Yeah, I'm filming for something, but yeah, I got footage and stuff, but motivation's been morale's been low.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Gotta change those bushings.
Yeah, everything's going on in the world.
It's too much.
Just a lot of stuff, and it's just like hard to just concentrate on like, hey, I'm gonna jump down this rail.
Yeah.
Like, you know, like
Yeah.
I'm like, it's easy to just go skate and have fun, but actually like motivate yourself to be like, hey, like I'm gonna try to fucking kick front lip this like 14 stair rail. Like I could probably do this like if my mind was right now, but there's just so much going on and there's just distractions happening and
Yeah.
you guys want to just go skate a ledge?
Go skate some curbs.
Like I'm trying to not stress out here, guys.
Right. Right.
You know,
I mean, do you enjoy going out and filming, or like on a regular day, would you just rather go out and skate with the homies? You know, I guess it's kind of hit or miss, right? You kind of just take it as it goes.
It really just depends, and that's the biggest issue because some days it's like you're ready.
Yeah.
You're like, yeah, I'm ready. Like, let's get in the streets, but sometimes things don't fall into place like that. You know what I mean? You might not have a filmer, you might have a photographer, and then the days that everybody's out, you're like, I'm not feeling it. Not feeling it today.
Right.
Today's feeling like a pretty flat ground type day.
Hey, that's a
You
good
know?
day.
It is. That's where
It's every day for Kelly.
the basis of my skateboarding came from is flat ground. I would just be out in front of my house skating flat ground for hours and hours and hours.
Do you have a window? Like if you wake up one day, like, so I have a window, right? So if I wake up, say I wake up at 9, whatever, and then the hours go by, it's noon, it's 1, it's 2, it's 3. By that window, 2, 3, 4 o'clock, you know, that window's shut. I'm not going skating. You know, I need to leave the house at a reasonable hour for me to still be pumped and go skate.
Win the window.
Well, he's got the key to the skate park.
That's
too.
true. That's true. You got the key to the park, but still.
Oh yeah, I could go to the park. I don't know. It kind of depends.
Yeah.
It's all really relative. It all depends.
I mean, if you go to the park at night, you kind of are planning for that sometimes. You know, like, oh, I'll meet you at the park at like 7, 8, like whatever.
Yeah.
So you kind of like prepared.
Sometimes where I want to go to the park,
mm-hmm.
and like sometimes it'll be like, hey, I wanted to go to the park and get a session together and tell my friends and do all that. But people tend to not show up when you tell them to.
This is true.
So if I'm telling you I'm going to be at the park at this time, like, unless something happens, I'm normally going to be at the park at that time,
mm-hmm.
between at that time or 30 minutes later. That is like...
That's a max.
That's
like,
the window.
I'm very cautious of other people's time. So if I'm 30 minutes late, I'm going to feel bad. I'm going to be rushing there like, shit. Like, I had some things to do and I didn't think I would be late to the park, but whatever. But I've been realizing that every time that I rush to the park 30 minutes late, motherfuckers still aren't there. Maybe even for another goddamn other 30 minutes.
Right.
You feel me? So
and they usually text you like, are you there?
Yeah, and then now you just rushed.
Yeah,
and nobody's there.
I just rushed, and I still got to wait for you to get there for another 15, 20, 30, yada, yada minutes.
Right.
It's like, and like I said, nowadays, or not nowadays, I tend to get angry. So say I'm there by myself for 30 minutes, and I get pissed, and there's motherfuckers on the way to the park.
You want to leave.
I could focus my whole entire setup and want to go home by the time everybody gets there.
Yeah.
Right. And now you're talking about respecting people's time, and now you're like, well, shit, these guys are on their way, and now I'm pissed, and now I'm gonna ruin their session.
Wait here for another hour or some, where I don't even have to, but it's like, you know what I mean? I don't realistically, what am I gonna do? I'm gonna go home and fuck off and do whatever the fuck I was gonna do, but it's like, realistically, it's like I could just sit here for another hour and a half, wait for them to be done skating. Right. You know what I mean? Because realistically, the homies in there, I could just hang out. But sometimes I'll just go there dolo, so I don't have to worry about anybody else's time.
You like skating by yourself?
Not necessarily. But
Okay.
I don't. I like skating. I like skating with myself dolo better than ending up being at the park for way longer than I expected.
Yeah, when I used to skate there back in the day, you know, with MJ or all these dudes, and we would have night sessions, and sometimes I'd feel bad because I would be done and I would leave, and I'd be like, man, then sometimes people then show up, and like Mark had the key, and then he would have to wait there or give the key to somebody. Like, it was a whole thing. And I'm like, God, I feel bad. Like, I would not want to deal with this.
It's been a whole thing many times before.
That's crazy. That park has changed a lot. The fact that it's like a Nike park now, right?
It's changed a lot, and yet it hasn't.
Yeah.
Think about it.
I haven't skated that new ledge, I don't think, but it looks pretty good. It's like shorter now, right?
They shortened it up.
I haven't been there in a fucking hell of a long time, dude. It's been like,
you want to fakey tray your way up onto that?
You know he does.
Maybe next time I
he
go.
does. That's why he does. Yeah, he does.
What's the fakey tray up and fakey tray down?
Yep.
That should be fun, bro. I'm down with that.
Well, it's not that high. What is it, like a 1.5 feet?
I'm not fakey traying onto that. I can tell you that right now.
You'll fakey tray off.
Yeah, I can crop dust the fakey tray off of it, of course.
That's a hard trick down shit, man. Fakey trays down stuff is a hard one to time, I feel like. It's like, you got to flip it mad slow.
Slow it down.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Crazy one.
That one Deshaun did down the 4 block in Atlanta.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah,
it flipped super slow, but he just like landed like perfect, like stomped it.
Crazy, man. Dude, that guy's on fire, man.
Yeah.
He's killing it.
Yeah, you might want to like... Shit. You guys edit this after or anything? Or is it just
we edit it. Yeah, you can
throw that in there like, oh. or Figgy Track, boom. Some people know it. A little reference, just so people know what like we're talking about.
No, he is killing it though. Jeez, I just saw a clip the other day of him. What was it, like on a quarter pipe or something? I forget what it was.
But it was beautiful. It
was beautiful.
What about the nollie and heel front nose on that like long curve ledge?
Oh, that was insane.
That was
going
amazing.
down. Yeah. Oh,
that was incredible.
You could whistler.
Yes. I'm all right.
Okay. Okay. Here's something that we always talk about on this stop and chat. People seem to find interesting, you know. What do you prefer? Old board, new shoes, maybe some new shoes, old board, new shoes, new board, or just completely old, old board, old shoes?
What I was doing for a while was new board. I would do new board, new shoes because just like start them both at the same time.
Yep.
And then I usually would go through a board before I would go through my next pair of shoes. And then I would have old shoes, new board. Okay. And then after that, restart the cycle. But I've been kind of flirting with just like having a couple pairs of shoes that are broken in. And then just like having a board and just skating, whatever. Because with quarantine and the way everything's going right now, it's like I haven't really had to be super on point. So I just like, well, just put on whatever shoes that are like out of the 5 pairs of shoes that I have broken in. I'll be like, maybe I'll skate these dunks today.
Okay.
I want to skate the blue ones today. I want to skate the black and white ones today. You know what? Maybe let's just like ruin my day from the start and throw on some Volk shoes, even though I've been skating some dunks for the last month. Let's just like throw a curveball. Maybe let's just ruin my day and throw some Volk shoes on.
Like, why do we do that as skaters? Like, why do we do that?
That's
bring 'em in.
pretty much what I've been doing.
Oh, that's hilarious.
Like, oh, hey, like, you like new board, new shoes. You've been skating this board for a week. But hey, like, these brand new Volk shoes look like they'd be pretty sick. Or skating on old grip tape. Why not just try that?
Is there a certain...
I've been doing...
Is there a certain shoe?
Things like that.
Yeah. Is there a certain shoe that you're skating right now that you like?
I've been skating a lot of dunks recently. I've been back on the dunk game. Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
You skating the Ben & Jerry's?
Actually, I haven't. I have them on ice. I'm gonna skate them though.
Nice.
I've literally been looking at them and I like almost grabbed them like a good amount of times. I've almost grabbed them, but I haven't.
But you grabbed the Volk shoes instead.
Those ones are just in my car, just waiting, ready, just waiting
just
for me to, just in case I want to ruin my day. I just like have them in my trunk, and I'm like, yeah.
I love that. I mean, but it's so true though. Yeah. Like you do something so many times and you throw a curveball in there.
Yeah.
Like why?
Yeah.
Rush did it the other day when you came down. You were skating and you had these like other shoes on, and you're like, "Oh, these are kind of crazy." Like I don't know what.
Yeah,
I was like, "They're curveball."
You're kind of like they might be sick.
They might be. That's a thing.
Try them.
That's a thing.
Slim chance. Like I put them on and they're looking like sick when I'm looking down at them. Like they're looking like they're gonna be sick, and then you're like, and it's an hour into your session and nothing's flipping right. Your shins are beaten, and you're just like, all right.
But you go to your favorite restaurant, and you order the same shit because you know it's going to be good. And then you go to and then you order the vegetarian dish, and you're like, oh well, I could have gotten the steak and I would have been stoked. But this is good. It's good.
At least you tried it.
It's filling. It's done the job, but
I would have been more content.
Exactly that. The deep breath. You're just like, oh my, why did I do that?
So I think we've come to the conclusion: new board, new shoes, and then you'll keep skating. I mean, basically, you'll keep skating, and then you'll set up another board with those old shoes. And then after maybe the second or third board, then you'll go back to the brand new.
Yeah.
Okay.
If everything goes as planned, but things
It never does.
things don't usually go as planned. So in a perfect world.
How long do you skate a board for? A week?
If you don't break it.
That's all really pretty relative too.
Yeah. Skate in a park.
Sometimes it's like I'll just be skating training. I'll be like, sometimes I'll be at a park and it's like, I don't feel like flipping my board.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe won't flip my board for like 20, 30 minutes.
Right.
Skating around, ollying around. But for some reason, I just don't want to kickflip.
Yeah.
Don't know why. Just don't feel like it.
It's just one of those things.
Yeah.
So like when you switch crooked off of the library, is it the library over there? Huh? In Oakland. Switch crook off the thing.
Oh, that was amazing.
New shoes, new board? What were you doing over there? Were you real new shoes?
Those were, it was like medium.
Oh.
Like both were like kind of broken in.
Okay.
Yeah.
And you felt good that day. It's a hefty ledge. It's no joke.
Yeah, kind of. I wanted to do a nollie half cab crook.
Oh.
But there's a ledge down the other side. And I was trying it on that, and it wasn't working. And I was like, so I just did a switch crook.
Did you growl like that?
Maybe not in front of everybody. I was probably like in the back by myself, like pissed off by myself. And I was like, I guess I'll just fucking switch crooked. It's cool, I guess.
Well, then you can save that for later. You know what I'm saying? You can go back.
Oh, you could go back. You could one up yourself.
Yeah.
I don't even know if I can. I don't even know if I can do it. That's just what I wanted to try. I was trying it on the higher ledge, and it wasn't working because I like to aim high at least first.
Sure. Shoot for the moon.
I had gone there a couple months before, or like maybe a year before, and I wanted to do the same thing, and nothing was working. So I just big heeled down the steps. And then the time that I went back, when I did switch crook, I was back there trying nollie half cab switch crooks like dolo back in the back so no one would see me, because you know how people get hyped when you see someone trying shit.
Yeah, all of a sudden the photographer's setting up and everything. Everybody's setting up their angles.
Oh, that's a
half cab crook. Oh my god! Like, so I was just trying in the back and it wasn't fucking working. So I was like, God fucking damn it! So I started throwing in switch crooks. I was like, I'll just do a switch crook, and was just like pretty much creeping at it at first, and just like started throwing a couple up there, and then just landed one like pretty quick with going really slow and then I just went faster and then just did it.
So you did it pretty quick.
Yeah, it wasn't really too hard considering I wanted to nollie into it.
Yeah. You know, maybe that's
that was a settling trick.
Yeah, but maybe that's a good approach though. Like aim high and then settle, and then you do it quicker because it's not so much on your mind. You know, maybe the half cab crook would have taken a lot longer if you were trying it. I mean, obviously it wasn't working that day, but still.
The thing that's scary about that is if you just get into half cab nose or nollie half cab tail, you're like, all right, like cool. But if you do the one where if you're aiming wrong on a nollie half cab crook and you go over onto the top, how long that ledge is,
see ya.
I would sack the ledge,
flip over,
and then probably like hit my fucking face on some part of it, and maybe scorpion
to the bottom.
Something bad would happen
if
I got it onto the top. That's for sure.
Dude, was that the same session that what did Kyle
did
backlip?
Backlip?
That was insane too.
Wow.
Yeah.
Were you guys both trying at the same time, or you like you go first and then like I'll wait till you're done?
I think he did it after me.
Oh.
Because we were just skating the steps. Everybody was skating the steps because I like switch very heeled the steps, switch heeled it. We were just like we were just skating the steps. Joffin, I think, did back 3. And we were just like fucking around on the steps. And I was like, yeah, I'm going to just fucking switch crook this shit. And then I just switch crooked it. And then he backlipped it.
That's tight, dude.
If you go back there, anything, you're going to try the nollie, the half cap crook, the nollie crook or whatever?
I might. I have options and some other things that I want to try if that doesn't work again. But
from blunt that thing.
Oh my God.
Psycho.
I'm not from blend that.
You're going to jump ramp for that.
I was like, dude, that would be insane looking.
Nah. Don't blend that thing.
Has it been back tail? Switch back tail?
KB back.
KB.
Yeah.
That's right.
That was incredible.
Wow.
You might want to throw that clip in there too.
Throw a little clip.
Back when he nose grind?
It's a good. Oh.
No one's done back when he knows grind.
That's a scary one too, because if you get on top as well.
Yeah.
Man. It's a good ledge. It's scary.
There's a lot of things to be done.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But if you get your legs caught up on that thing, you just get your legs caught up on the top on that thing, you're gonna
toast.
You're gonna hurt yourself pretty good.
I've never been there. I've only seen it on footy.
I've driven by it.
You've driven by it?
Yeah.
I mean, just on footy, it looks gnarly.
Yeah.
I went there just to look at it. I was like, nope, this thing's insane.
Yeah. I think back in the day, I probably would have tried it.
Mason recently did half cab correct.
Yeah.
Oh, half cab
That was
crook.
so good, dude.
Beast.
He was guns blazing at that thing.
I think it's a good ledge because at the same time, it is safe because it's wide on top, So there is for some tricks that safety of that having that.
Yeah, if you're just like
a nose grind or some shit.
Oh, Jesus Christ, no.
That's what I would have done if I listen.
I did nose grind, but I would be going so fast for nose grind and just like try to poke it at it, like almost like nose bonking.
Like nose,
Yeah.
You're talking about like balance and pop, just like
Like a slower nose grind.
That's more my style.
I would literally just like that. I'll get smoked doing some shit like that. And you're super good at just front nose grinding. Like you can front nose grind and then like balance front nose grind and pop out.
Right.
I 20 years of skating, I can't figure that out.
Really?
Can't figure it out.
You just give it a little
Front side nose grind balance.
Yeah.
And then pull out. I've heard you just like step on the toe side and you just like kind of.
Yeah, you just yank it. You just yank it, bro. It's not even it's not even a big yank. It's just like a little whoop, little yank. Yeah, a little hee-hoo. Yeah.
I don't know.
Next time you're at the park, let's get the nose grind balanced with the hee-hoo.
Yeah. I mean, because I understand because I can do it switch.
Oh yeah.
I feel like it's just the way that like this back foot wants to bounce, it won't like bounce me properly. But like with switch, I can like switch nose grind and just be
Right.
I feel like I learned nose grind pop outs because I would do a nose manual next to the ledge and I would yank it out. You kind of just, it's almost like you're just doing a nose manual and kind of just pop out in a weird way. Does that make sense? Like if you're going up, if you're going parallel with the ledge and just go off to the side, I don't know. That's how I learned it, by doing nose
just
manual.
like this and then just like turn and just go
like you just nose manual and kind of just like lift it up and lift over and it kind of just goes out.
He just pops out.
Nah, y'all tweaking.
Yeah, that's how I learned it, dude.
Gonna do a house shoe with Kelly here.
I know. Mess everybody up.
And you're like, what?
But that's the craziest thing, dude. Like that's so sick about skating also. It's like it's little things.
Yeah. Well, doing a switch nose grind pop out is a whole different feeling than the regular nose grind.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, it's like a different. Your body is just so different, you know.
Mm-hmm. The pop out. The pop out's tough. I was never good at the crook pop out. Some people have that good crook, and then they just bounce out of that crook. So nice, you know.
Yeah, man.
Can't do that.
Shane O'Neill, he can like crook nollie flip.
He knows he flips out of a crook like a regular, like just
Bro, how about back to P-Rod? How about his ender when he did like nollie weight flip crook?
Yeah.
Oh.
If you like pause the footage of that, which I've done a bunch of times, I'm not like a late flip guy. I don't really like that trick, but bro, he nollies so high above the ledge.
Yeah, you have to, right? I mean,
well, yeah, but still, it's like, hell yeah, P-Rod. Like, he just snaps so high above it, like, and then he's just like, whoop-a-pa. Yeah,
I mean, who would even think people do it out of stuff, you know? But who does it
people
into
do that
it?
stuff. Like a lot of people have trash ass late flips though. Like P-Rod's late flips are beast. Like he actually like brings his foot back and like does a kick flip. Like you can see it.
Right.
Like some people just like donkey kick that bitch like straight down. Like, boom.
It's so
Like, nah, that looks nasty.
We were talking about it on your episode, the tricks. What trick did you not? There was one trick you didn't like.
Feeble 50.
Oh, feeble and then pop up to 50.
Doesn't matter what feeble you're in. Doesn't matter if you're in Smith, feeble, backsmith, anything where you are in a feeble grind and you lift it up into a 50-50. I do not like it. I'm sorry.
It's illegal.
I don't like it. It's illegal. It's just my opinion. Everybody has different opinions.
No.
You don't
sure.
have to agree with me. It's cool. All the viewers, you don't have to agree with what I think, but that's what I think. You know what I mean?
Have you ever tried it?
Yeah, actually, like I actually did it after. I actually started doing it after.
Are you?
Our episode, because people would come up to me and be like, "Oh, you don't like that trick," and I would just do it just to be like funny, like, "Oh, what you're doing it?" And it's like, yeah, I mean, like I don't know what to
like
tell
I
you.
got it, but I don't like it.
I don't like the way it looks. It's not even necessarily that it's not fun. It actually can be a fun trick. Like,
yeah. So you could do it dorking around.
Yeah, it can be fun, but it's like
people that do it seriously.
Yeah, film it
in a part.
Yeah.
You would right.
Didn't we talk about how or crook the back lips in your episode too?
I think we did.
Yeah, it's like not really a trick that does anything for me either, but
I thought it was like
it could be someone's trick.
Yeah.
Like if you like crook back lips, like keep liking what you like. But that's not what I like. It's fine.
Sure.
We can have disagreements. People can have disagreements. That's what makes everybody individuals. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Like, you like what you like. I like what I like. Nothing against you. Like your little crook back lip. Like your little feeble to 50. But I don't like it. It's cool. Yeah.
I love that, man. Kelly was just trying to learn that the other day.
No, I was not.
No, you weren't.
No, I was not, dude. You will never catch me trying that one, dude. Fuck that. I'm not like flat bars kind of scare me now.
Oh, I hate flat bars.
Like to actually do 50-50s on flat bar to me is actually scary. Don't know.
50-50 and square flat bars is weird.
I always hear that people that can skate flat bars or handrails say that squares is scarier than round.
Which doesn't make sense to me at all.
I don't want to have an inanimate object have to pick where my balance needs to be. You know what I mean?
I see what you're saying.
I want to balance. I don't want to have to balance. I don't want the rail to have to like be flat for me to like try to stay flat on the rail. You know what I mean? I want to get on the rail and me to be like, oh yeah, You know what I mean? I'm balancing, you know?
Right.
I don't want to like hop on the rail and then like me being on it, like, maybe I got on it a little bit weird. And then my board just flip off the rail because it's flat.
Yeah.
But I kind of got onto it on the side a little bit. But like, I can make those adjustments. But when it's square, your shit will just be like, "Bink," and just slide off.
That's true. I never even looked at it like that.
Especially when people are grinding like kink rails, like square. Kink rails, woo! Y'all are some real madmen. Because people know that grind rails that are when it's round, that if you're locked in, you're pretty much just locked in. And you're gonna like go, like especially if you have big ass wheels, you're just locked in the rail. You're good. But if that thing is square and you're like trying to balance, when you go through a kink, you could just go through the kink and your board could just go like bink and just like roll off the kink.
Yep.
And the next thing you know, you're on the back of your fucking head on the steps. Because the rail's square. Like, nah, like, fuck that. No, fuck a square rail, bro. Like,
so you're trying to...
There's certain things. People know there's like certain stipulations. If you grinding square rails, like, you're wild. You're a wild man.
It's funny. I never even thought about stuff like that. Yeah. I mean, I'm not a rail skater. I don't like flat bars. I had a very... I've had bad experiences with flat bars growing up. So
what happened? Let's hear a bad experience.
No, just with slam. I just never really computed. I had one line in the Tim Dowling's Listen
flat
video.
ones?
Yeah, little flat bars. I did a 50-50 on the first, then I did a nose grind shove behind me on the second one.
That wasn't in Listen, actually. That was in Transworld video.
Oh, was it?
Yeah. And
cinematographer.
Yep.
Thank you. Yeah, cinematographer video.
I don't know why I remember
West
that.
High. It was at
That
West
was
High.
a sick spot, though.
It was
This is
good.
a bunch of flat bars.
Little flat bars in the
yeah.
parking lot.
Were they round?
Round. Yeah.
Is that the one where Chris Cole did the line with "Fakey Switchback Overcook"?
No. That's I forget where that. I've been to that school. It's a fat one, kind of, right?
Yeah, kind of fat. Yeah.
Oh no, these were
Those were
just
the IE, wasn't it?
No, it was in
Bro,
LA somewhere.
flat bar spots are just disappearing out here.
Yeah.
No.
You gotta go out to Texas for them things now.
Make your own.
Ishod, if you could only skate a ledge or a flat bar for the rest of your life, which one would you choose?
Probably a ledge.
Yeah? You have more fun on ledges.
Flat bar? I don't know, because you can skate a flat bar like a ledge.
True.
Yeah.
It depends on how your mindset is.
I mean,
whatever trick you're doing.
I look at Shane skating flat bars. I'm like, whew, Jesus Christ.
Dude, switch flip back tail. I wish I was better at that trick. I'm just not good. I'm just not really comfortable at turning switch backside, like flipping my board. I can do it, don't get me wrong, but it's like the chances of you seeing me up going like, oh, God, switch flip back tail. It's like, it's rare. Yeah.
I was
just riding up to a ledge and like switch flip back tailing. It's like, I've definitely gone up and done the switch flip back tail first try before, but the chances
slim.
I always trip at seeing the stance they have when they do it, because it's always like the back foot's in the pocket and they're and someone's toe's like barely on it.
It's just barely on. Yeah. See, you be hanging out with Tom and Shane O'Neill be having that same stance, and they're
really good at it.
Their stance, and their consistency. It's crazy.
I've only done like 2 or 3 in my life, man. That trick's super hard.
Yeah, Shane's.
For me, it's just like you get in and I just try that wide stance and I'm like, yeah, I'm just going to pretend I'm like the homies. And then I just go and I flick and my timing fucks up and I just like flick and then my tail like hits the ledge on the way up. And I'm just like, oh.
It's frustrating.
It's actually easier for me to do a switch heel back tail.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I don't know why. It's just like
you don't even see that trick too much.
Yeah,
it's like I don't know. Just
it's crazy. I saw there was a clip of Carlos skating those ledges in Huntington Beach the other day, and he does like
those are in Huntington Beach.
Those like square ones. You know what I'm talking about, like the planners.
Yeah,
he does a switch heel, but he like switch heel straight, and then land like right when he's about to hit the ledge, he like just turns it right then. It's kind of crazy to watch. I don't know, but that's a really dope trick. Not done too often, you know.
Not done too often at all. Yeah. You never really see it too often.
Regular heel back tails. I like that one, and you rarely see
that. That one is hard.
Yeah.
I don't think I've ever done a heel flip back tail.
It's strange because the board goes the opposite way it should. You know, like with a kick flip, it flips over into it. You know what I mean? With a heel flip, it's going the opposite way.
Yeah.
Kick flip back tail definitely works better for me. Switch heel back tail for the switch stance.
Heel flip back tail. That's a good one. I could see it being kind of a gross looking trick too if they don't do it right. So like
if you're gonna do that trick, you kind of have to do it good.
You have to.
Yeah.
You have to.
I don't think I've ever seen anybody do a heel flip back tail and been like, yuck.
Yeah. I'm trying to think.
But I've definitely seen a feeble to 50 and been like,
skateboarding's such a trip.
What were they thinking?
I trip out. I kind of have. I've said this before. When I see dolphin flips, I'm just like, oh man, I can't do that one.
I used to forward flip when I was a kid.
I mean, it's kind of a trick. I never really.
Then I had to retire it. It's not what you really want to do.
It's not really.
Do you ever film one at a spot?
I remember the last time I did one was, I think I was like 15 or 16, and I did it down. I did it down like a double set at Woodward Camp.
Oh shit!
Like it was like a 2-flat-2, and like Lurker Lou and I think John Newport were there. Like
sick crew right there.
That's tight crew.
I think they were there. Like they were there just like as visiting pros and shit, and like I'm pretty sure they thought it was whack as fuck.
You felt the vibe.
Yeah, whack ass word. Like, he's just fucking,
But you can judge someone real quick on that. Where you're like, oh damn, all right.
Like, yeah, he's this kid with an all over print shirt, like forward flipping. Like, I gotta stop doing this trick.
Dude, remember all over prints were so hot at that time, dude. It was insane.
They were,
dude, so much. Dude, it was insane. What is that, like 2007-ish or something? 2008, I want to say? Or is that later?
Yeah, right. Yep, around that time. Yep. 2007, 2008. Fucking
crazy.
All over print shirt.
Yeah.
All over print ass shirt. Just like forward flipping.
Dude, it's crazy when you look at the magazines from back then. The style everyone had was just like right after the golden era, you know, of like where everyone's wearing baggy pants and then DCs and S's. And then it went into like all over prints with like tight pants. And you're like, what the fuck's going on here? You know what I mean?
Yeah, really... that's where I was right there. I was reading the mags. Did that.
Do you ever look back at the trick that you've done and be like, wow, I don't know how I did that?
Oh, why did I do that?
Yeah, like more.
It's like more. I don't know why.
Yeah. Like, is there a trick?
Oh, I remember another trick at Woodard Camp. Same, but it wasn't like someone like me being like, "Damn, that was whack," and then me realizing it. It was at the outdoor plaza.
Oh, the Target one?
People will know about it. There's like the 5 block there, but it was a little 5-stair or 6-stair rail. Same shit. I had like an all over print shirt, and I was like, I'm gonna try like nollie heel front lip down the rail or something. I like tried nollie heel front lip down like this 5 or 6-stair rail. Kicked the fuck out of the fucking top of the rail and literally just like just got sent like someone just hit a tree and they went over the front handles of their like bicycle, literally straight to flat boom. And then like I was like, as a kid, I was really like, all right, like the chances that are gonna happen, it's not gonna happen again. I'll
go for it. Yeah.
I'll make an adjustment and try again. Can't be scared. Probably won't happen again. Same exact thing happened. Kicked the fuck out of the rail. Toes all fucked up. Fucking flew down to the bottom onto my fucking body. I don't think I tried that trick again until like kind of recently, like maybe on a flat bar, like joking around, like, last time I tried this, I was at Woodard Camp with an all over print shirt, looking dumb as fuck, and like almost killed myself twice. No, you know.
Did you do it on the flat bar?
That's the only time that I remember ever actually landing it, because I tried it as like I just told you as a child, and it didn't work. It crashed and burned, and then I was laughing about it and just did it on a flat bar. Just like after my other interview, I was like, Evil 15. They're like, what? You have that trick? And I'm just like,
going back and forth.
You know, Kelly asked if you had working on a video part and everything. You said you are working on something. Can we get a little like what's it for? Is it a Thrasher thing? Nike?
You guys are breaking up. You guys are breaking up. Yeah, you guys. What?
All of a sudden, we've had good reception the whole time, and then I ask a question, and we're breaking up, man.
The homie Jolly is working on Godspeed. It's the homie video is gonna be a lot of good footy in there.
Okay,
but that's pretty much all I've been working on right now, and then like
that's cool though.
Some stuff for next year too.
You got any shoes dropping?
There's some things.
Hey,
I'm working on some things.
I like that.
Dunks.
Me too.
Yeah, the dunks. You was that the last one you had? Was the dunks? It was like they were Blazer, or no, they were Bruin. Oh,
the half mesh joints.
Oh, that's right.
The black, the black and purple.
They're black, and then there's the green ones.
Yeah,
black with a green sole, or green with a black sole.
Gotcha.
And the other ones were all black, and they were half mesh. They were 3M.
Yes. I remember that.
Fully breathable.
Right. That's interesting. Did you tell them you wanted the half mesh, half thing? I mean, that's kind of a weird concept.
Yeah, because the shoes were coming out in the summertime. My feet got hot, and I was like, I just want to do something different. Like, just make them half mesh so my feet can breathe. Because one time I actually wore some non-SB mesh shoes. I was in Copenhagen.
Okay.
So lit. Besides the shoes, Copenhagen was lit. But okay. I had these breathable mesh shoes in the summer, and it was so sick. It was tight.
Like you were chilling. You were like they were chillers, yeah.
No, I was skating. You were skating in them. Those things exploded eventually, but
wow.
Like when they were good, they were.
So how did these shoes turn out with the mesh? Were they good? I never skated.
Yeah,
them, so.
I mean, I wanted the mesh inside because it's the problem with the ones that I skated where they blew out and they mesh doesn't grip well like suede. They were kind of slippery, which you can get used to that. But if you're flicking your foot on the outside of your shoe, I was like, oh, why don't you just make the outside suede where you flick and then inside mesh so it's breathable and you aren't touching that part with your board. So
right. Sounds reasonable. How did they work though? Were they good?
Yeah, they were good. Unless it rained.
Okay. Well, I mean, if your shoes get wet anyway, that sucks.
But I had nobody saying like, dude, your shoes were awesome, except for the fact that
when it rained.
My fucking feet got wet because of you, dude. I fucking hate wet feet, dude. It's one of my fucking pet peeves, dude. You know how you don't like fucking feeble to 50s, dude? I don't like wet feet.
Never got that DM.
Never got it.
Okay.
Actually, one kid came up to me and they were like, it was the weirdest thing. It was me and the homie Tony, and this kid comes up and he's like, yo, like, no disrespect, or I'm not hating on any of your shoes or on you or your shoes or anything, but dude, like, your shoes were $100 and I ripped the laces. Like, I feel like if the shoes are $100, like, the laces shouldn't rip. And I was like, what kind of laces were they? And he was like, I don't know, like regular ones. And I was like, the shoes were $100? And I was like, he was like, yeah. I was like, bro, I don't even know how much they sell those things. And then he was like, yeah, I don't know. Like, I just thought the laces wouldn't rip. I was like, well, have you ever had a pair of laces, like shoes and laces that didn't rip? And he was like, nah, but like, and I was like,
yeah, as a skateboarder,
it was extremely awkward.
Yeah.
It was awkward, but it was cool.
Little super glue kids.
Yeah, but still, it's skate shoes.
Yeah,
the laces are gonna rip.
He wasn't a bad kid or anything. He was just like
confused. He was confused.
Didn't get it. I was just like, he was confused as much as I was.
Yeah. That's like worse than the follow me on Instagram question, you know?
He's like, $100 shoes. You think the shoes gonna rip? I was like, the shoes are $100?
Yeah. The shoes didn't rip, but the laces did.
You should
just put a little super glue on your laces and you're fine.
That's what I would do.
Yeah.
Right.
I get free shoes and I super glue the goddamn things.
Oh, really?
Oh, you do?
Yeah.
Makes them last way longer.
Yeah, I mean, like, sometimes you want that, hell yeah, I'm a skater look where your fucking shoelaces are busted open,
right?
You know, and they're fucking laces. But other times you're like, damn, like, I want to skate my shoe for
a good amount of time,
like 3 days without my shoes being without the laces being busted wide open. Like, damn, like, throw a little bit of super glue on them, you're straight. Just don't throw too much on there because then it'll super glue the shoe laces into the shoes.
Oh yeah.
You know, you got to put the right amount. You got to apply the right amount and you'll be straight.
It's so weird how just thinking about that kid and the shoelace thing, it's like everybody's got such a different view on stuff, right? It's like I would have never in my whole life of skateboarding think about being bummed on a shoelace ripping, even if I had to buy the shoes. I mean, skating and shoelace ripping is like, it goes hand in hand.
Meanwhile, the kid was trying Casper slides the entire time.
I mean, who knows? But I'm just saying, like, it's just funny how different people think differently about stuff.
What's different is also how people's feet work. So someone could flick differently. Like someone could like flick. I've had friends where they'll rip laces in like 2 or 3 kickflips just because their rip
how they
pattern.
tried the foot, yeah.
Right.
Yeah, but mine don't. Sorry.
Right. Like some people use like the tip of their toe. The other people like
I
Neen.
use the tip of my toe, and then some people like will literally slide their whole foot and like bust through all their laces like
like a sword, like a sword.
Yeah.
Sharpening a blade.
Yeah. It's because we talked to Neen about that, because when I heel flip, I mean, I'm using a certain part of my shoe, but Neen uses like almost the back of his shoe, like where it starts to come up again. Like that's where he's getting his heel flip marks.
Where his shoe starts to come up again? What do you mean?
Yeah,
around the collar.
Kind of around the back collar.
Oh, really? So if
so he's like heel flip up here.
Right.
Oh, so if he had no shoe, no pants, and low socks on, the ball of his ankle would be
ripped up.
Yeah.
Right.
Whoa. Damn.
Neen's,
I'm using lower for heel flip. I'm using lower heel. I'm using like that. I'm using the heel.
Exactly. Neen is, he's an expert heel flipper, and he's kind of one on his own. So it's kind of a different ball game. But he
is really
one of his own.
Heel flipping, man.
Yep.
Yeah,
he's a heel flipping machine.
Throws that out there,
man.
I try to do that too, but it's nothing like what Neen's got going on. Nowhere, anywhere close. I'm like, yeah, like Neen, and then they're like, show me the footage. And I look back and I'm like, just like standing up, like pretty much completely straight. And I'm like,
no one has a heel flip like him.
Yeah, hey, it is what it is, man. Kid ripped his laces. Yeah.
I mean, if I had a pair of shoes in his size, I would just slide him the shoes. I mean, I get enough pairs of shoes. I would be like, hey, like, if try these on for size, but I didn't have that at the time.
Right.
You know.
How does that
stoking out kids is pretty fucking dope, dude.
Yeah.
It's
awesome.
especially like when they don't expect anything, and they're just like, and they're just chill. They're just chill. And it's like, oh, hey, I got something for you. And you're just like, hey, that's so sick. And they get all hyped, and you're just like, yeah, bro, it's all good.
It almost brings back the feeling of when you were a kid,
yeah,
getting that free stuff. You get that little box sent to your house or whatever it may be.
Yeah, one time when I was a kid in my town, all the kids, me, my homie Chris, and the rest of the people, we looked up to these kids in my town that they weren't from my town, but they would come and skate in my town. We'd be like, oh, those are the older kids. Like, they're so sick. We looked up to them. My homie Chris, like, my homie Chris got this brand new camera, and we were at the same spot with him, and they were like, yo, like,
I love it.
They asked my friend Chris, they're like, yo, like, let us try the camera out. Like, we want to film a line, like, over here. And we were like, yeah, like, we were like, probably like, we were probably like 9 and 10 and shit. Like, we were so young.
Yeah.
And they like went pretending like they were gonna fucking do a line. They just fucking stole the camera and just got on.
Was it Tommy Sandoval?
Damn, they dipped with the camera.
All those kids are so sick. They can do flip tricks. They're all fucking older than us and sick and shit. And then they were like, "Oh, let us like see the camera." And we gave him the camera, like all hyped on him.
Oh my god!
They just like went to the front of the park and were probably like fucking dumbass little fucking kids and just like took the camera, like probably just went back to the train and just like took the train home.
Later.
I love how you think it's so funny.
What?
I love how you think it's so funny.
It's because we were dumb, little, naive
Like
kids.
just giving your camera to some dude.
We were
giving our camera to some kids we didn't even know. We just like saw them in our town and we just thought they were cool because they skated and they were like older than us. So we were like, oh, like they can do tricks and we can like barely even do tricks. Like they're so fucking cool. And, you know, we were just like, oh, those are the older kids. And we were just trying to be fucking cool, like little kids.
Right.
You know, we were like, yeah, try the camera out there. We're just like fucking idiots. Fucking took the camera, like, lesson learned, man. Like sometimes
that's true.
It wasn't my camera though, also. So it's like I wasn't really that bummed because like I didn't have to go home and tell my mom that I like lost like some fucking. It was like brand spanking new. I think it was the first time we brought it out or something.
Wow.
Too. So they like finessed us so easily. They're like, "Yo, could we like maybe like film this line over here?" And it was funny because it was like a line that we would all do. We'd come down and then you would try to hit the 5 stair. And then like we were sitting down there waiting for him to come back. And they're like, oh, they're taking kind of long back there. And then we go up and they're fucking gone. They just stole the camera. It's so fucking funny.
Did you ever see him back in your town?
Nah, they probably started doing pills.
Oh, shit.
Like realistically, they probably started doing drugs and pills and shit, and like started getting all tweaked out. And who knows where the fuck they are now?
Right. Never saw them again.
I'm from some fucking small town in Jersey. It's like casualty of how many fucking people from around where I live, like fucking nothing to do in some small fucking boring ass town. Everybody just starts doing drugs and getting burned. Right?
Yeah. It happens.
It happens all over the fucking place.
Man.
Don't do drugs, kids.
Keep it clean.
Keep it clean.
Keep it clean. How's your ear doing?
My ear's fine. It's not like it hurts.
Oh, it doesn't hurt.
No, it's just like it feels like it's my ears popped and it's weird. So I was like, I'm going to go to the fucking doctor.
Yeah, because sometimes you get an ear infection and it can really hurt.
Yeah, that's also why I was like, when he was like, "Oh, you have an ear infection," and it's like, swole, like it's like there's fluid in there. I was like, shouldn't my ear hurt if I have an ear infection?
Yeah.
And he was like, yeah. He's like, you're congested, right? And I was like, nah, I feel pretty normal. He's like, if I'm really congested, shouldn't I be more like?
But congested is normal.
He was like, yeah, I guess it's just because your whole nose is fucked up your whole life. So like you're not even gonna realize that your shit's fucked up, you fucking idiot.
I love this doctor. you got a good doctor, see, it sounds like.
I mean, in layman's terms, that's what he's pretty much saying. Right. You know what I mean? But like,
if you go to
comic relief, it's funny to say.
No, for sure. Like if you go to a doctor and he's talking like that, you might want to double check your his Yelp reviews.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'd love to actually see that go down. Looking at a chart, like, oh, it looks like your nose is fucked up.
Yeah.
He's just like flattens it out. Like, see, your issue here is your fucking ears clogged, dude. Like, your whole shit, your whole nose, everything's been fucked up since you were born, dude. You're fucked up, dude. So check this out. I can fix you, though. I can fix you. I got you in about like a week and a half, dude. I got you, bro.
Like a human pug.
A week and a half. You're good.
Yeah, you're week and a half, you're good. I'll snip here, snip there, dude. Fucking just get your homie to drive you back because it's like you're not trying to have one of these drugs. Let me tell you might not get home.
He says homie.
Your homie, mom, whoever drive you home, you'll be straight, dude. We'll snip here, snip there, dude. You'd be like, deviated who? Dude, what's deviated? Sound like a whole new person.
Oh my god!
I wonder if I'll sound different though. That'll be so weird.
It would be very.
So you're gonna go for it, or no? You haven't made a decision yet.
I have not made a decision.
Okay, you're gonna see how the antibiotics work, and then take it from there.
Yeah, I'm gonna get this ear unclogged.
Yeah.
Antibiotics.
You don't want to do anything drastic.
Yeah.
Just take it step by step. See how the antibiotics work. Don't start having somebody snipping.
You're messing around in there. Yeah.
You don't want nothing of that. unless you really need to. You know what I mean?
That's another thing, because he's like, I'm not really in discomfort.
Yeah.
The most discomfort there's been is when he stuck that shit up my nose and started squirting shit up my nose, and now my shit's been feeling all crazy the rest of the goddamn day.
Right.
I was fine, other than my ear. I went in for my ear. He started squirting shit up my fucking nose. Now my fucking nose feels weird. He's like, your shit's all deviated.
It's all connected, though.
See, we'll
talk about your ear later.
Yeah, he did that on purpose. See, he fucked with your nose, so you stopped thinking about your ear.
But he gave me medicine for my ear and my nose. But I'm going back for both because he's an ear,
nose, and throat.
Yeah,
nose and throat doctor.
Right.
So he's trying to hit a couple birds with one stone.
But he left the throat alone, though. He just worked on the ear and nose.
Yeah, there's nothing
wrong.
This is feeling fine, right. As it might sound. Not that, but feels feeling good.
Yeah, I mean, you sound good, but I just don't want any. I don't want him. I don't want to. You can't make a decision like that, right away.
He was telling me about the surgery he could do it today, and I was like, "Yeah,
Jeez.
Yeah, Bucko." I don't know about that.
When somebody wants to, you come in for a first meet. You just met the guy. It's like, come on.
Yeah, it's like I don't even know if I'm like get this shit done. I've been feeling pretty good my whole life,
right?
And now you're telling me my shit's all the way deviated up. I'm like, nah, bro. Like,
just go get a second opinion.
I could get a second opinion. They did hella scans on me and shit too. Like, because I was, like I said, I was really hoping that I was going to go in there. They're going to be like, yeah, you got a bunch of earwax in your ear, dog. Like, pull that shit out. Like, boom. Like, oh, my God, there's so much earwax. Oh, my God.
Yeah.
You can hear fine now. Hell yeah. Get out of here, buddy. And we'd be like, yeah, high five, boom. And then go home.
Right.
But no, he started telling me my ears all fucking infected. Your nose is jacked. You're gonna have to take all this medicine. We're gonna hear back from you in 2 weeks. Maybe surgery.
Like, see, that's a weird part.
I was hoping it was just wax. And I cleaned my ears, like,
well, with a Q-tip.
I was like,
with the candle.
Yeah, but
the Q-tip, you push it in there further, though.
That's why I thought
you had a buildup.
It was just a buildup,
right?
And I've been cleaning my ears properly. It's just my shit's infected.
I've never been like a person that just like impromptu just buy something when they see. I saw a YouTube ad about something about cleaning the ears, and it was like this thing called a Q-twist, and it's like looks like a little
corkscrew.
Yeah, I think it's corkscrew basically.
Oh, no.
Yeah, but like you put it in and it cleans it out. It showed it working. I was like, that's exactly what I need. Because
you bought it?
I bought it, dude.
Oh God.
Yeah, dude. I'm gonna let you guys know if it works.
Hey, give him your doctor at the end of the show, Kelly. He's a shot. He's gonna need that after the show.
No, but dude, this is the worst feeling when your ears clog like that with all the earwax. It is the worst. So this thing, I'm gonna let you guys know if it works. But I actually bought that shit right then. I was like, first time I've ever clicked on a YouTube ad, I was like, fucking sign me up.
How much was it?
2 for $50.
You got 2?
Yeah, because I'm trying to
do one at both at the same time.
Let's record you doing it for the first time.
2 for $50?
Yeah, it was like this crazy contraption thing, and I was like, I'd never do shit like that, but I hate that feeling. Dude, they had to like.
I mean, it's a corkscrew, like it's motorized.
No. It's like you turn it with. It's like a little. It looks like a Q-tip, but at the end of it, it's more of like a screwdriver looking.
So you're
thing.
kind of
It's kind of.
It's basically trying to like pull wax out.
Is it like silicone?
It's like silicone, yeah, but it's like you just. It kind of
like plastic, like silicone.
Yeah, exactly.
I can picture what he's talking about.
I can picture it too.
Try it in your nose, see if you can like give yourself a lobotomy.
Yeah, at first I thought I was picturing like a mechanical like drill, with a spiral on it, and you put it in your ear, and wax starts pouring out of it.
Brains.
No, but when that wax comes out, bro, that shit feels so good.
It's always nice when you do the little Q-tip and there's a little piece of wax on there. You feel like you.
The thing Chris is talking about is a lawsuit 5,000.
I'm just saying,
drill in your ear.
Yeah, that's what I pictured. But when you put a little Q-tip in there and you pull it out, there's a little piece of wax. You're like, okay, cool. You feel fulfilled, like you got something. You dug for it.
You got a power drill in your ear.
But the thing is I'm never looking for like I never expect there to be hella cute, like hella like cute, like.
But that's what I'm saying.
But my shit, because I clean my shit
right
regularly. So like, if I have a buildup of Q-tips or of earwax on my shit, I'm like, yo, like I've been neglecting my shit.
Right.
I shouldn't have this much.
Well, the thing with Q-tips though is you're actually kind of pushing some of that wax into your ear canal, though.
That's what they say. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what they say. Yeah.
I try to do it
That's
like
why you get that nice. That's why you get that nice like swipe though.
Yeah.
You try to swipe
really
it.
Swab
You try to swab the
size,
the circumference of it, and then
You
kind of
just
work
don't
your
go
way
in there
down.
and just, like, you like go in.
You gotta finesse
You
it.
really like.
Yeah.
You really like.
But that's the thing, Ishod. I don't expect there to be earwax there either. But when there's a little piece there, I'm like, oh, okay, that's good. I got some out. I got some out. Like it must have just kind of jiggled its way, closer to the outer
Slip through the cracks
hole.
there.
You know what I'm saying? I've had earwax cleaning. They take a little squirt gun. And they squirt in there. They squirt it, and then they flush it out.
Yeah. That's it makes you feel super weird though.
It's weird
because you feel like
you've been swimming in a pool for 8 hours.
Yeah, basically power washing inside your ear.
it makes your brain feel crazy almost. Like you don't know which way you're looking, like or which way you're facing.
It's fucking with your balance.
Yeah.
You don't need to lose that equilibrium.
You ever do the candles?
Oh, the candles is supposed to like.
It draws the wax out of your ear.
It draws it out.
Basically, it's like a tube.
Mm-hmm.
You put in your ear, you light it, and then basically the heat sucks the
Works as a
wax
vacuum.
out. Works as a vacuum. It just kind of sucks it out.
Interesting. And it works.
I heard of that. I heard of that method too. I've been looking into a lot of this stuff.
Have you?
Why exactly did you switch from the actual switch flip Manny clip to the animated switch flip?
I'm glad you noticed that, Ishod.
Lance Mountain drew that.
Lance Mountain, when he was on the show, he drew a flip book of my switch flip manual. And so I scanned each in and put it in there. So this is a Lance Mountain drawing.
That's pretty sick.
Isn't that dope?
That's pretty sick.
I could switch it if you want. If you want to see the real one, you let me
You
know.
can switch it right now.
Yeah. You want me to switch it? There you go. We'll play the other one.
Oh, that's an iPad.
Yeah. There you go. Just for you, Ishod.
I haven't seen the regular one for a long time.
Yeah, we haven't played it in a while.
I like the Lance Mountain one.
It's awesome.
And it's
Lance Mountain one's sick.
which one do you prefer? Should I
So-
put it back or no?
Why didn't? Where's Kelly's screen at?
Anyway, Ishod, nice to have you on the show. It's been a pleasure. Love talking about skating and earwax, and hope your ear feels better. Hope your ear feels better.
Me too.
Me too. No, the whole reason behind it, and people. I mean, Mark Johnson was on the show early on, so maybe people didn't see his episode.
35.
But, we kept talking about the courthouse, and this trick kept coming up in conversation almost like every episode, just organically. It wasn't even like a joke by this point. And then so Mark Johnson brought he bought this for us, bought the iPad with this Switch Flip Manny on loop. And so we put that in the background. And so on Mark Johnson's episode is when the iPad
That started.
started it.
Yeah.
Yep.
And then you have Lance Mountain drawing it in a flip book for me. You know what I mean? It's crazy.
So it's evolving.
It's evolving.
Drawing next.
You want to draw it for me?
Me.
Yeah.
Are you an artist?
I think we can leave that to Lance. Lance is much, I think, better depiction.
I mean, I was just stoked. Like Lance Mountain took the time and drew a flip book.
Yeah.
You take it and you flip it. And it's a lot. Like
That's a lot of pages.
that's a lot, man.
was wild.
I was like, wow, Lance Mountain fucking drew me.
And you just put it right back to the real footage. That's crazy. You
want me to switch it
did
back?
that.
Maybe
I
Matt
mean-
Groening will put this
I mean,
I could put anything on there, Shot.
as a testament to Lance Mountain, I'd say put
Okay.
it back, dude.
You let me know what you want on here. You want a photo of yourself on there?
I'm good.
Yeah.
I'm good. Yeah.
Okay. I could search for it on Google Images. Maybe let's put up a. Yeah, you're chilling.
Yeah. Yep.
Okay.
My the photo that might come up is my Skater of the Year photo, and I actually hate that photo.
Really?
Yeah, the one where I have a tie-dye shirt on.
Not feeling it.
One of my least favorite photos.
You have a tie-dye shirt on now.
That is just very coincidental. Yeah. It had nothing to do with the tie-dye shirt. I just think the photo is just like, it's just not a very flattering photo in the least. It's
and
not good.
They always come up in the first searches, the first image. Like I have a photo that I'd hate out there and it always comes up first in the Google images.
Yeah. And you're like, how can I scrub the web of this photo?
And you can't.
Can I get another photo? Can I get another one? Can we do a redo on that?
Normally I would actually pop that photo up, but you're on FaceTime, so you could hang up on us. So I won't risk that. Because I want to see this photo now that we were talking about.
You don't need to. It's all good. We'll just leave it in the past.
Skater of the year. What year was that?
Long time ago, 2013.
Oh, that wasn't too long ago. 13?
A long time ago.
Damn, 7 years, right?
7 years.
Yeah. Crazy.
Crazy to think about.
Man.
That one?
Ooh, terrible photo.
I'm not feeling it.
Yeah, that's a tie-dye shirt right there. That's heavily different colors.
Yeah, they snuck up on me with that one.
Well, with the Skater of the Year stuff, I feel like at that time you weren't gunning for it. You were just skating and doing your thing, right? Now people are really going for it. They put in that work. They try to get the SOTY run. They campaign. You see it, you know? And I'm like, oh, okay,
yeah,
that's cool. Go for something. Have a goal.
It's because social media. Social media changed the whole thing.
What do you think about this year so far? Who do you think is Skater of the Year contenders right now?
This year?
I mean, we're only halfway through.
It's a weird one already, though. It's like his street skating's been kind of hit or miss.
But there's been a lot of great video parts come out too. Yeah. You know, people are.
I don't know. I feel like I haven't been paying attention too much. There's just been so much other things going on, like Corona, and all the just racial tension in the world, all that stuff. It's like I be watching skating and stuff, but it's like that's usually just bounces right off the mind because there's like a lot of other more pressing things happening.
Totally,
but yeah,
that's true.
There's a lot of people. There's always people killing it every single day.
I mean, even I'm trying to think about that. I don't even know who.
I don't know. It's like who's outshining Milton right now?
Oh,
you know what I mean?
Mark Suciu's killing it still. That's true.
Always.
Mark Suciu is still killing it.
Yeah.
And Nigel's been doing some crazy shit.
Yep.
I know firsthand, just because, you know what I mean.
But he says his
that's the
partner
homie,
like
and I know people that film with him.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's doing some.
He is filming a new part, but he said the new part's coming out 2021.
Chase Webb?
Dude, Chase Webb is not.
What did you?
Cat's messing around back there. Making some racket back there, but yeah.
There's Zion. He's always killing it.
Yo, hey, straight up, fucking Alex Midler's been fucking on one too.
That's true too.
Oh yeah,
Buster Beal.
Midler. Yeah, Midler's beasting up.
That clip he had at the park the other day at Venice Park, he gapped the front feeble, the rail.
I saw that.
That's fucking gnarly.
Yeah.
That is crazy.
I would never think of trying that one. That's fucked.
I see a lot of people jump to that, but never from people.
It's a good thing he didn't pop up to 50.
I'm trying to see some more KB footage. I've been seeing him skating a lot more.
We're all trying to see more KB.
Not that he. I feel like he just doesn't like people when he does skate. I feel like people aren't always filming it.
So
it's Simon? Like he actually be skating, but he just be on his low key shit.
Simon Banrop.
Oh, Simon. Ooh,
he's good.
Simon's. I haven't seen Simon been. I feel like Simon's been in Seattle. I haven't seen him in a minute.
I don't know.
That dude, he's SOTY material.
I'm sure there'll be some parts that come out towards the end of the year that'll really just kind of pop out. You know what I'm saying?
Rowan.
Dude,
Yuri Ficini has been fucking killing it. Shit.
Tiago.
Oh, Yuri.
Yeah, Yuri and Tiago.
Tiago. Rowan's approach is just something different, man.
Yeah.
Carlos Riviero. Fuck.
Oh, Carlos.
Carlos has been on fire.
I only have Kirk Fakey he. That was good.
There's a lot of dudes out there, man.
But Carlos has just been firing constantly for a pretty long time.
Yeah, he's pretty consistent.
Dude, Miles. Fuck, Miles Silvas.
Miles Silvas.
Mm-hmm.
Mason Silva. Dude, oh yeah. Dude, there is a lot.
There's a lot, yeah.
But it's hard, like you said, it's kind of hard to focus on it when there's all this actual real crazy stuff going on in the world. So it's like,
that's
weird.
true.
And when everybody's also just rips. Everybody rips. So it's like you really have to, like, at the end of the year, like, really tally up, because it's not like someone is like so much extremely better than everybody's different. Everybody hits different obstacles. It's just like skating, and people skating is just like so different, and their styles and the way everybody skates so different. Really just have to go at the end of the year and just really look and be like, all right, like,
yeah. Let's add this up.
Yeah.
He's adding it up.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yep.
No, for sure.
Especially off the top of the head, like, goddamn, like,
we failed to mention Ishod in that list.
Yes.
He's definitely a contender.
And yourself.
Yeah. And
I mean,
gosh, you know, I'll never get it, but
I just be macking.
Is that the cat again? Yes.
Oh.
Now, this is it's got that Persian vibe though. The hair, the big fluffy, like you have to trim it, right? You have to trim the.
Yeah, he's trimmed right now.
Yeah. Because normal cats, you don't need to trim, but those cats, you got to keep up with them or they'll start getting, getting some matted hair and stuff like
he'll
that.
get matted.
You give him baths?
No, I just send him to the groomer.
Okay.
Yeah. He doesn't like baths. And like, if I don't, he'll get all matted and start smelling like shit.
They're a little high maintenance. Maintenance.
Yeah, their hair's all long, so they'll just be fucking in the litter box, just like pretty much just.
It sticks to them.
Collecting shit.
Just gotta shave their butthole.
Yeah. So
that's for the
I gotta
groomer.
get him. I gotta get him groomed like pretty frequently.
It's a cute cat, man. Speaking of butthole,
just gave us a starfish.
Yeah.
Wow.
Hey, good talking to you guys. Check out my cat's ass.
No, but seriously, this has been really fun.
Yeah.
Dude, it's really fun hanging out with you, man. Kicking it, shooting the shit.
Give us a tour of your place.
It was a tour of the crib. These MTV cribs now. So we're doing all that. This place is no place to be.
So you guys a steamer in the background there.
He didn't clean before the
Rubbish
show.
too. Yeah, I didn't clean. I got what back where?
The steamer?
Yeah, the steamer. Yeah, I don't like being wrinkly.
Got to keep it crispy.
Yeah, gotta keep it crispy.
Got to keep it. Got to keep it smooth.
Yeah, got the steamer back there. You know what I mean? Got to keep it.
You know what I do? I mean, I'll just throw shit in the dryer if it's a little wrinkly, you know?
Yeah, sometimes the dryer, like if you got the steamer already heated up, you got that shirt, you need to run out the door quick. You just.
If you get a brand new shirt, do you wash it first? Because it's got the line going down it. Do you wash it first and then wear it, or do you put it on brand new and then steam the line out?
Probably steam the line out.
Okay.
Steam it fresh.
Depending
if I have time or not. It's like, this is fresh. Pop it out. Steam it real quick. That thing on.
I don't have a steamer. Never even thought about getting one. I just throw shit in the dryer.
It's kind of rare to. Do a lot of people have steamers?
I don't know.
People kind of bring that up a lot when they come over. They're like, yeah, a whole ass steamer. Like, I don't be seeing them. I'm like, yeah, I don't know. I usually have it behind my door, but
Raj spotted.
We do a lot of fashion shoots.
Yeah, I'm just not trying to look wrinkly out here. Like, because ladies be realizing that shit.
That's true.
Like,
got to keep it smooth.
You out here with some wrinkly ass pants, wrinkly ass shirt, just looking all dusty. Like, you try to pull up, like, who's this wrinkly ass nigga trying to talk to me? Like,
I feel like
you know how to iron his goddamn shirt. Like, what the fuck? Like, nah.
I feel like Roger, you like your shit wrinkly.
I'll just throw whatever on. Don't care.
It just depends. Sometimes though, the shirt be extra wrinkly. Like,
Extra.
Yeah, like I be walking out the house and I be pulling up on the homies and seeing them, and I'm just like, I ain't trying to like roast nobody, but I was like, your shirt was just in the bottom of that pile. Huh? I can see that by those deep rooted wrinkles.
Like we both know where that shirt came from.
And you got some irons and shit too with the ironing board?
Yeah, I got an ironing board. I usually use an iron for pants.
Mm-hmm.
Or some sort of dress shirt.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You like, it's counterintuitive if you're trying to look dapper with a dress shirt, but then it's wrinkly. It doesn't make sense.
Yeah.
Right.
If you're gonna try to look dressy, and might as well make it not wrinkly.
Or if you got the smooth shirt but wrinkly pants, or vice versa, you got the wrinkly pants, smooth, wrinkly shirt, smooth pants, whatever it is.
That unique question.
Yeah.
New shirt, wrinkly shirt.
Yeah, it's a good question though.
New board.
It's a good question.
Dude, wrinkly pants fucking fuck.
It's the worst.
Yeah, it's not good.
It's
They
the
don't.
worst.
They don't even sit right.
Yeah.
Even actually, iron pants don't even really sit right. It's like you iron them, they look good, they look ironed, but you literally have to wear them for a day for them to actually like fit right.
Faded, wrinkly pants might be the worst.
It's a whole thing.
That's why when you wash those pants, you put them suckers in with if they're dark, you put them in with only darks, especially if you're worried about those pants like holding.
Do you put them inside out, or do you just put them in?
I'll just put them in, but just like with only dark, and I'll usually do like a quicker wash.
Mm-hmm.
Like not like a full wash. I'll maybe do like a speed wash with like maybe like a couple items that are also like at the pinnacle of their darkness, like very dark items.
Right. Yeah, because pants.
Like, if you throw in a bunch of wrinkly shit, that wrinkly, I mean, not wrinkly shit, but like faded shit.
Mm-hmm.
That faded shit is gonna take away from the darkness of your pride and joy black pants.
Because pants can get a little faded quick.
Oh yeah.
You know.
Yeah. Well, I feel like my phone's about to die.
All right. Well, we'll let you go, man.
Well, yeah.
Well, thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you, bro.
For stopping and chatting with us, man, and showing off your cat and your
cat's butthole.
Yeah, that was
It winked at us too.
My ears.
Your ears. Hope everything comes out okay. Hopefully the antibiotics just kick in and you'll be good. No snipping. You don't want that snip. You want to avoid the snip if possible.
Be real sober for me.
Yeah, you want to avoid the snip if possible.
4th of July is going to be real sobs.
Yeah.
I'm going to be on those antibiotics.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so I'm going to be designated driver. I mean, they're shutting down the beaches anyway.
Yeah, a lot of fireworks got canceled too.
Just in time.
Well, in the streets they're going off, but the fireworks shows got canceled.
It's crazy, right? For a month straight, they've been going off like every single day.
Yeah, they going off around your house?
I don't really. In Hollywood, I don't think so. Okay. I don't really hear it. My place is pretty. I don't really have issues with sound.
It's like 9 o'clock every night by my girl's house.
Yeah, it's
something always going off.
It's in Venice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's KB.
Yeah, for sure. He said some shit. He's posting shit on story. Yeah.
I see videos of him lighting off fireworks every night. People were like, "Hey, I can't sleep," or so yada yada yada. Like right when it hits 9 o'clock, like people putting on fireworks, and then I see every single night KB lighting fireworks.
He's out there. Well, now we know, right?
Now we know. Yeah.
Now we know.
KB.